Hello Miss, my name is Dina Nisa, and for this project I choose the topic constituency. Constituent is a unit of language that exists within a larger sentence. Constituents are a vital part of syntax, and each constituent must follow the general rules of syntax. Constituents are the units of language that work together to build a sentence. They can be morpheme, phrases, and clauses. For example, the man with the old brown shoes is the manager. In this example, we can see two constituents. The subject is the man with the old brown shoes, and its predicate is the manager. Larger constituents can be further broken down into their own constituents. The constituents, the man with the old brown shoes, is a noun phrase that also contains the preposition phrase constituent with the old brown shoes. This means that each sentence can contain multiple different constituents. Type of constituent. Number one is morpheme. Morpheme are the smallest unit of lexical units. They can be free or can stand alone, or bound or cannot stand alone. In simple terms, free morpheme are individual words that cannot be broken down further. For example, cat, he, laptop, etc. And bound morpheme are the affixes we attach to them. For example, is quickly, unfinished, houses, etc. Example from morpheme: he took my bag. Here the free morpheme he is the subject of the sentence and a valid constituent. As bound morpheme cannot stand alone, they cannot be constituents on their own. For the second type is phrases. Phrases are a constituent that contains a group of words that act as a particular word class. A noun phrase works as a noun. Phrases can be categorized into noun phrases, verb phrases, prepositional phrases, adverb phrases, and adjective phrases. For example, it was a very big cake. A very big cake is the noun phrase. The phrase contains the main noun plus all the words that modify it. Very big is an adjective phrase within the noun phrase. They are both constituents within the sentence. The last type is clauses. A clause is a constituent that contains a subject and a predicate. There are two types of clauses: independent and dependent. Independent clauses can stand alone, whereas independent clauses must be connected to independent clauses to get their meaning. For example, because he was hungry, Dave went to get pizza. In this example, we can see two separate clause constituents. The dependent clause, because he was hungry, and the independent clause is Dave went to get the pizza. Constituent structure. The term constituent structure describes the grammatical structure of a sentence and how smaller constituents combine to form larger constituents. For example, morpheme combine to form phrases, and phrases combine to form additional phrases and clauses. Additionally, each sentence will typically contain two main constituents, the subject and the predicate. Subjects are often nouns or noun phrases, and predicate are often verb phrases. However, this isn't always the case. Part 2. Solve all problem and explain this case using the tree diagram below. Number 1. Aldi went to the cinema last week. So the sentence is divided into two: verb phrase and noun. The noun is Aldi. Verb phrase divided into two: verb phrase and prepositional phrase. Verb phrase divided into verb is when, and preposition is to, and then prepositional phrase divided into two, which is determine, is the, and noun phrase divided into three. Noun is cinema, adjective is less is adjective, and week is noun. Number 2, the faster runner won a gold medal at the Olympic. So the sentence is divided into two: noun phrase and verb phrase. For the noun phrase divided into three: the as determiner, faster as adjective, runner as noun. And for verb phrase divided into two: one as verb, and prepositional phrase divided into two: noun phrase and prepositional phrase. Noun phrase divided into three: a as determiner, gold as noun, medal as noun, and then prepositional phrase divided into 3, preposition, at as preposition, the as determiner, and Olympic as adjective. Number 3, the old and big trees wait in the hurricane. So the sentence is divided into 2, noun phrase and verb phrase. For the noun phrase, divided into 2, prepositional phrase and noun, 3 as a noun, and for prepositional phrase, divided into 4, the as determiner, old as adjective, and as conjunction, big as adjective. So for the verb phrase, divided into 2, which is verb, sway as verb, and prepositional phrase divided into 2, which is in as preposition, and noun phrase divided into 2, the as determiner, and hurricane as noun. Number 4, the youngest sister put the doll in the purse. So the sentence divided into 2, noun phrase and verb phrase. For the noun phrase, divided into 2, noun, which is sisters, and prepositional phrase divided into 2, the as determiner, youngest as adjective. And for the verb phrase, divided into 2, verb is put, and noun phrase divided into 2, noun phrase and prepositional phrase. For the noun phrase, divided into 2, the as determiner, doll as noun, and for the prepositional phrase, divided into 3, in as preposition, the as determiner, purse as noun. Number 5, the big girl saw Eliza with a lovable panda recently. So the sentence is divided into 2, noun phrase and verb phrase. For the noun phrase, divided into 2, prepositional phrase divided into 2, the as determiner, big as adjective, and girl as noun. For the verb phrase, divided into 2, saw as verb, preposition and prepositional phrase divided into 2, noun phrase and prepositional phrase. Noun phrase divided into 2, Eliza is noun with his preposition, and for the preposition phrase, divided into 2, as determiner, and noun phrase divided into 3, lovable as adjective, panda as noun, and recently is adverb.